here for Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, and the first thing I want to know was, when was the first time you came into contact or heard about the franchise?
I'd heard of the franchise, but my real introduction came through watching Fury Road in the movie theater. I'm that little bit younger, so that was my first kind of like...
Same.
Yeah, you know, but it just was one of the most important cinematic experiences I've ever had. I was very aware that I was watching one of the best films ever made, and that it was bombastic, unique, interesting storytelling. I never imagined that I'd have the opportunity to be a part of it, and it's been... It's just so cool. It's so cool to be a fan.
Yeah. Being Australian, obviously, holds a very special place in my heart. And I'd watched the films growing up. I kind of, though, they were out of my mind until Fury Road. You know, that was sort of a very young period of my life. And then Fury Road, the same thing. I watched and went, oh, my God, I have to be in a George Miller or a Mad Max film and be a part of that world. It was a reminder to sort of what the cinema-going experience should be. You know, a complete transportation to somewhere else. And, you know, you're on the edge of your seat, and it was cool.
For me, it was definitely the other way around. It pushed me into the scene with those sounds and everything. Yeah. Now, you both have some pretty interesting scenes together, especially in the latter part of the film.
Interesting, I like that description.
I just said that because now the question is, what was the most intense scene that you shot together?
The interesting one, for sure. I think, you know, we'd been talking about that moment for such a long time because it's just so important in the story, and it went through a lot of variations and changes. And so I think by the time we finally got to shoot it, it was 3 days of like, you know, all day long doing these scenes. So it was both really rewarding and frightening and exciting. Any other words to add to that, Chris?
Exhilarating, exhausting, fun. And, I think for George as well, it was kind of the crescendo kind of the film, and particularly with these two characters. And we all had sort of a ton of ideas, and so it was just kind of 5 months kind of collaboration and to sort of feel like once we had completed that scene that we had achieved what we were after was awesome.
Now, then, because we're out of time, last question. How was the work with, and I hope I don't butcher her name, Elila Brown? Because you have some scenes with her, a lot of scenes, and you're kind of taking over for her in the latter part of the film.
She's incredible, isn't she?
She's so lovely.
I mean, I kind of spent half of my probably time with her on the set, and she was as professional, if not more, than everyone else. You know? And kind of this child star sort of experience, yet without any, I don't know, hadn't been sort of become jaded or egoically sort of driven into some strange. She's just a beautiful, sweet person, and such a hard worker and wildly talented. You know.
The things she just told through her looks and everything was awesome.
Amazing. Yeah.
So
incredible.
Thank you both for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for this awesome movie, and I had as much fun with it as with Fury Road.
Oh,
thank you
thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Fertig! Ja! Wo willst du hin? So voller Hoffnung! Es gibt keine Hoffnung!
Wenn du ihn findest, gehört er mir.